What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with yours truly, Blake Neiman. And as we have gotten deeper and deeper into the NBA playoffs, the level of competition has just continued to rise. Despite many teams having a 2-0 or 2-1 advantages, their competition have battled back to make these series a best of three. We'll start out in the East with the 76ers, who appeared to be stuck out of luck after falling into an 0-2 hole against the Conference 1 seed Miami Heat. But I guess when you have two of the best on-ball players in the world, you can find a way to get out of it. After basically sleepwalking for the better part of the playoffs, James Harden seems to have finally found his rhythm and was finally able to wake up in a critical Game 4. Harden put up 31 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds en route to leading the Sixers to a 116-108 victory. While their performance was impressive, it is only scratching the surface of the play James Harden is capable of. After all, he did only make two 2-point shots in the game. This is the same guy that averaged 34 points a game just 2 seasons prior, and has been widely regarded as one of the greatest isolation scorers of all time. If Harden can start to tap back into some of that solid old-style play we know he's capable of, the 76ers will be right there with the best of them at the end of the road. Another team holding their own with the best of the East is the Boston Celtics, who after a blowout loss to the Bucks have been sticking right there with the deer since. I didn't really know how to feel about this series early on. As I just mentioned, Boston lost in a blowout one in Game 1. Then, in Game 2, the Celtics had a historic night from downtown with 20 shots from beyond the arc, which set a Celtics franchise record. Yes, a Celtics franchise record for the most three-pointers in a playoff game in the history of their storied franchise. But then we get to Games 3 and 4, which brought forth great competitive games full of lots of physical play on both ends of the floor. The Bucks managed to survive in a Game 3 thriller that came down to the final shot. History appeared to be repeating itself in Game 4 until Al Horford lost his mind in the fourth quarter, where he scored 16 of his 30 points in one of the best games of his career. It is the first time the 35-year-old in his 122 career playoff games that he has scored 30 points, and what a time to do it. They don't call him Ageless Al for no reason. So while things are heating up out in the East, back here in the West, tensions have been equally as high. In the desert, the team with the best record in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns, who appeared to be on their way to putting away the Dallas Mavericks after taking a 2-0 series lead, but after making it past the first round for the first time, Luka is hungry for more. Much like they did in the NBA Finals last season, the Suns jumped out to a 2-0 advantage and seemed to be in a good spot. However, the Mavs then snagged the next 2 games back on their home floor to even things up. But it wasn't just Luka who was helping the Mavs get back into contention in this series. Dorian Finney-Smith came through with a big spark in Game 4 as he helped put the Suns away with 8 threes on the night, including 2 back-to-back triples down the stretch to give the Mavs the victory. To have a shot-creating young superstar like Luka surrounded by swat-up shooters such as Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock, Dallas is showing that they can have the pieces to hold their own against anybody, including the team with the best record in all the land. So with all these series back even, it becomes a best-of-3 series, which means that these Game 5s are going to be critical to which teams come out on the other side. A Game 5 win is pivotal as it gives the winner an opportunity to shut the door on the series in the next game. All of these teams and the players are showing a lot of fight, so we will see how these series play out the rest of the way as each of these teams are looking to find the advantage once more. We'll see how it goes, folks. You can catch all of more NBA playoff action here on Blake's Take on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Subscribe and like to stay up to date, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day.